It's time for Full of Shit Friday. We're gonna watch some slop and make your day. The slop will flow, but that's okay, because it's Friday, Friday. Gotta watch slop on Friday. We're gonna Friday, Friday. Gotta watch slop on Friday. We're gonna
Good evening, everybody. Oh, wait, is my audio good? I didn't even check that. Of course I didn't check it. You good? You good? What's up? Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple hours. I've eaten, and I'm ready for some slop now. We're done with the philosophical questions of the day. Now we're going to look into some people's lives and react and judge them. You ready for slop? Good. But I'm so sorry, Zax. It is going to involve reading. Okay. But don't worry, I'll do the reading. Okay. I'm going to do the reading. I'll get you guys some background music so we can chill. Maybe I don't think we should have some really bad slop music. That would be distracting. So we'll just have our normal music in the background. And what we're going to do is read some interesting stories from Reddit. Slop. So what we mean by slop is just reacting to things, just judging people, doing the worst of the internet. Okay. And that's what did I eat? Okay, so when I first finished thing, because I went and I ate some chocolates very badly, and then I also ate some veggies, and yeah, so I've eaten a lot. Then I landed up. I got a surprise early dinner from my husband, and that was breakfast for dinner. So it was great. So I'm very full. So if any of this grosses me out, guys, we're stuck. We're gonna have some puking going on. No, let's not think about that. Dark chocolate, hopefully. But I have one more workout to do today. No, I didn't have to buy chocolate. That's too expensive. It's too expensive. And it's not that it's unaffordable, but it's like it's a big treat to spend money on. Plus, I don't buy the chocolate in my household. Yeah, what was I going to say? I have one more workout to do this week, and I've got a perfect streak. So I am hoping that I will just digest and chill out through the stream, and then I'll work out later, guys. Check on me. Check if I did it, okay? The last workout is the yapping session. You've got to work your jaw muscles. Yes, because I don't yap enough. I didn't yap enough during during the think. So yeah, dark chocolate is best. Listening to you read is totally fine. Okay, so it doesn't make you homosexual. Right, so that's what we're going to do. Have you guys heard? Talk about fat cats. Yeah, that's true. Have you guys heard of RAITA? Rata? MIVAH? We're in the first 5 minutes. I'm chilling. You have lockjaw right now? This is torture. Are you sure you don't have rabies? Have you interacted with any rodents lately? Guys, let me know if the music gets irritating, whatever. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be reading for you guys. The story is over here. You guys don't really need to see the full picture. So I guess I need to move it actually, so I can actually scroll nicely, because my camera's in the way, because I'm not ergonomic. Okay. Lockjaw is tetanus. So it can be created by tetanus, or it causes tetanus, or it's created by tetanus. Tetanus. Okay, right. Let us get going. Tell us more. So, Kitty, I may be going on a trip in a few months to see one of the Golden Company members. And it's not me? Oh. Okay, well, but still, that's cool. I guess now you are a usurper of I guess the Golden Company has not gotten together in a long time. But that's so cool. Are you going to read people in Reddit talk about themselves being gooners? No. Well, we could get to it if there are some recommendations. But I've read a couple and collected some that are quite interesting. So the first one is, am I the arsehole for giving my wife an ultimatum? Okay, I'll give you some headlines here. Am I the arsehole for giving my wife an ultimatum? Will I be the arsehole if I told my father what my mom was doing on the plane? I haven't read that one. I don't know what she was doing on the plane. Am I the arsehole for not wanting my dad to walk me down the aisle, even though he helped me pay for the wedding? Okay. Am I the arsehole for breaking up with my girlfriend for using ChatGPT? And then there's another one, hanging up on my mother-in-law after she booked a family holiday that excluded me. Like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go all the way to that one. These things are long, guys. I want both the plane and the wedding ones. You want them? If my first time, are we supposed to participate? Yes, participate by giving me your opinions, giving me your... the reason I chose this ultimatum one is to see what you guys think of this wife, okay? Cool. I must physically reunite the Golden Company. I'm recruiting everyone, meeting them in person. Be ready for your visit. I'm so excited. Guys, just listen. Make Dubai like the midpoint, okay? Because that's what it is for a lot of people. It's like they come here and they stay over a couple nights and then they fly to wherever, because basically you can fly anywhere from Dubai. So just come here, and as part of your flight, just stay a couple nights here. You know, just spend all your money. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read, and you guys give me your opinions. I will obviously pause, guys. You know me. If anything, I will comment on like almost every sentence. So let's go. I, 42 male, have been married to my wife, 41 female, for 20 years. Yes, females. Wow, okay. 20-year marriage here, boys. Keep it in mind. We have 2 kids, 15 male and 13 female, together, and our marriage has been great till recently. About 4 months ago, my son got into a fight at school. It wasn't really bad, and neither boys got hurt or suspended, although I still had to go in and pick up my son for the day. I told my wife what happened in a brief phone call as I was driving back home, and she kept telling me to go easy on him, which confused me because I wasn't planning on doing anything but talking to him, since the fight was more of a quarrel. So far, so good. It's just like, okay, the son got into a fight. Boys do that, girls do that, kids do that. They get into fights at school, and then they get sent home. You know, like that'll show you. You got to leave school. But yeah, that happens, right? Ooh. Did he win? What, the ultimatum? Who knows, good guy. So we're here. His son. She's already from the phone. Okay, she hasn't seen him. The son had a fight at school. Oh, the fight. Oh, duh. I'm sorry. The chocolate got to my head. Let's make that an excuse. So yes, I think it was like a tie. That's what I'm thinking. But either way, on the phone, this wife has immediately gone, please go easy on him, as if she is expecting a huge reaction from him. But fine, cool. It's just maybe she thought he was really angry. Just she expected him to be. Fine, we're good with that, right? Fast forward to when I get home. I tell my son to go to his room and get changed and then come down to the living room. That's when my wife started pleading with me not to hurt him and started grabbing me as if to hold me back from attacking him. So like he's like, hey, go upstairs and get changed and come downstairs and we'll talk about this, essentially. And wife is like, no, no, stop, and holds him back like as if he's going to. Is she recording this? This is a question, good guy. You're onto it. I want you guys to give me your opinions as I read. Don't wait until I get to the end of the story, okay? I want you to give me your thoughts as we go. So good guy gets it, okay? Right. So yeah, she grabbed me as if to hold me back from attacking him. Both me and my son just stare at her confused while she is borderline sobbing at this point. So the son's also like, and the son's 15, okay? Son's not a tiny child. He understands context and things. It's like, okay. Well, I wasn't scared. Like the child himself is not like, I'm getting a whooping. Yeah, so they both look at her and she's like almost crying. I honestly didn't even know how to react, so I just completely dropped it, told my son never mind and just go to his room. She looked relieved and started thanking me. So she starts, wow, okay, I didn't. I asked her if she's okay and what got into her. She didn't say anything and just went back to our room. I was left in the kitchen completely taken aback. I have never hit, scared, yelled at, or hurt both my kids in any way before, so I couldn't understand why my wife thought that, especially over something so small. So he's not even that phased about it being a fight, and we still don't know if he won. I wonder if somebody in the comments asked if the son won the fight. But anyway, yeah, that's weird. Okay, but that's one instance. Right, fake story, women making up the story, total woman story. Maybe she's trying it out. I don't know. Okay. Hey Davina, guys, yeah, if you guys think it's a lot of these, of course, could be fake, but it's very interesting. Wild if true, the stream. Okay. Right. So I then had to explain, and remember, guys, these are like millennials as well. So like millennials, Gen Xers, kind of. So they are a little bit more progressive. They could tell stories online, okay? Especially because of the anonymity. Okay, anyway. I then had to explain to my son that no, I wasn't planning on hurting him. Sorry. Yeah. So he goes up to his son and he's like, hey, I'm not going to kill you. Your mom's acting like I did it. Anyway. And I don't know why his mother reacted like that later on when he asked. So the son even asked him, okay? Oh, did I say Gen Z? But yeah, there's going to be Gen Z parents, guys. That's the thing. That's how it works. Where can I get a crazy wife to hold me back to make me look tough in front of the kids? Bipolar wifey. Okay. Well, this is the vibe. Okay, so I wasn't planning on hurting him, and I don't know why his mother reacted that way because he asked. Okay, small incidents like this kept happening. Anytime my son or daughter did anything wrong, no matter how minor, my wife freaked out and tries protecting them. This keeps happening until last week when I finally had enough. So this is 4 months of this. It was 4 months ago, and Axel's having fun in the background. If you guys hear a disaster, it's Axel. Right, so 4 months of this kind of like every time something minor happens, she's like, no. Okay, 4 months. That's quite because it was 4 months ago this fight happened, right? Okay. So protecting them. This keeps happening until last week when I finally had enough. My kids were confused and kept asking me what's wrong with their mother, and I couldn't tell them because I didn't know either. I tried talking to her multiple times, asked her why she would think I would hurt any of them, asked her if she had been feeling well. I even pleaded with her to go to couples counseling. Okay, maybe this is a fake story. Man wants to go to therapy. She would just shut down and say nothing is wrong, then get cold with me. So when I asked my daughter to keep it down a bit when she was on the phone, and my wife did her usual routine, I finally snapped at her, told her that she needs to stop acting like I'm some abuser and that she needs help, that she can't keep making me out to be some villain in front of our kids, and that if anything, I should be the one protecting them from whatever this is. I'm doing obviously the things. At this point, my son came up and asked her, why do you think dad will do anything? To which she had no answer. I told her she either goes to therapy or we are done, and then left my brother's house for a few hours. Okay, so Yes, hit the like button, you bad kitties. 8 watching, 3 likes. Yeah, well, they're not too sure. Maybe they want to hear the end of the story or whatever, but I'm reading, okay? And I have good reading comprehension. Participate by liking. Okay, it's not even that bad, the story. Okay, just hold on. It's a good idea to make a fake story on this sub, something like, my wife caught me gooning. I told her I wasn't. She divorced me. Am I the baddie? For a bit of a joke. Is that something that you've just floated by in your head? Hey Frostfang. So we're there, but his initial question was, am I an asshole for giving my wife an ultimatum? And the ultimatum was, if you don't sort this shit out, we're divorcing. I'm leaving. I don't think that that's too good, but I guess it's one way to get, you're threatening. Don't threaten. But it's one way to get her attention, I suppose. So that was the question, the initial question. But there's a lot of stuff that makes me go, okay. Drugs. I always like drugs as a bit on, am I the asshole? So you see, so is it drugs? How old was the child? The child is 15. The boy is 15 and the girl is 13. They've got teen children. Okay. So he left. I mean, he got really upset because she is acting every single time. Like, can you imagine every time your kid, like kids do a lot of shit. Okay. There's a lot of reasons to snap at your child, like pick that up off the floor kind of thing. Yeah, I'll give you something to cry about. Maybe that's what she's trying to do. Maybe she's trying to provoke him or some shit. So it's weird. But this paranoia or this fear of him is very strange. So when I came back home, he continues. When I came back home, my wife was crying in our room. When she saw me, she told me to get out and that she doesn't want to see me anymore. I told her that this is my house, and if she doesn't want me here, she's the one who needs to leave. Based. She ended up going to her parents' house for 2 days. Okay, that's what you do. You go to your mother. You pack your bags and you go to your mother when you're angry with your husband. Okay. Hormones. This is another theory that we actually get to. 15 years, and this is the first time the problems happened. 15 years of raising children, yes. And the problem is with her, okay? They've been married for 20 years, okay? And the problem is with her. She is acting, anytime there is something to do with the kids that is sort of disciplinary, she acts as if he's going to abuse them. He's going to beat them up. She reacts in that way, like as if like, no, stop, stop, as if she's got to like hold him back because he's going to lose his temper, okay? Maybe she's bored with the marriage. Yes, there's another thing, right? Because it's like, it's kind of like, what, are you trying to make an issue here? Are you trying to make a mountain out of a molehill so we can find an excuse to get divorced? Okay, or she's mentally ill. She was eating too much chocolate and it gave her mental problems or not enough. Yeah, so basically, this is not me. It's not me. But, okay, so she ended up going to her parents' house for 2 days. My kids took it upon themselves to text her and tell her that they are okay, that I never hurt them or anything like this, which she took it as me forcing them to say that. Then, guys, punctuation. Okay. Then she came back home because she doesn't trust me. Her words. So she came back home. She went for 2 days. She's scared the bro is going to hurt her children. But she's like, you know what? It'll be fine for 2 daes. Okay, 48 hours. You won't kill my children in 48 hours. So it's fine. Okay. Get her a brain scan. Exactly, Q. So, because it's like extra. It's paranoia. He needs to get a lawyer. Okay, so I have a strategy for what I think he should be doing. Okay, we'll get to it, but there's not much more here, but we'll finish. My kids take it upon themselves to text her. So now she's also said that he forced the kids to text her because the kids texted her saying, Dad hasn't hurt us. We're fine. And she's like, oh, you made them do that. She says she doesn't trust him. Okay. I repeated what I said before about the ultimatum and told her it's either therapy or divorce. Then she started crying again, calling me heartless and saying that I never loved her. Maybe we're going towards the not happy in the marriage and just trying to find a way out. Like, You never loved me. Or just okay, you're heartless. This man cares. Okay, actually wait. No, you will understand why I said this man cares. Okay. Here's the thing. I don't want to leave her. I genuinely do love her, and up until now, we have had the picture perfect marriage. She has no history of mental illness, and as far as I'm aware, her childhood was great. She had a good relationship with her parents. She has many friends. We both have good jobs, hobbies, and we split all chores. Both my kids are now independent and don't need looking after like before. So I genuinely don't know what has triggered this. Mm-hmm. But I don't think I can stay with someone who thinks I abuse my own children, especially if she refuses to help. She refuses help. Not refuses to help. She refuses help. So she's acting like she sees her husband as an abuser, a real person that's going to come after her. Okay? He can't, like, after a long time, like, initially you're like, yeah, it's a couple instances, but this is your whole life. Like, how many times do you tell your child to do something in a day as a parent? And then every time that you're somewhat disciplining your child, your wife acts like you're going to kill them. Like, it's not, at first it's mildly annoying, then it's like, okay, this is insulting, and then it's like, what are you even, and it seems like he's tried to speak to her about it, and she doesn't, she just stonewalls him. Okay, I do think she's bored. Yeah, there's questions here. Has he considered that she actually wants spanking instead? Maybe, but can you imagine how she would take that? What is a history? What was her family like? What was her old relationships like? Interesting. He has said she has a good history as far as he knows. Yes, but he said as far as he knows that it's possible she could be lying or whatever. Or then, secrets, family secrets. Anyway, so I genuinely don't know what has triggered this, but I don't think I can stay with someone who thinks I abuse my own children, especially if she refuses help. What if she tells someone else that? What if she paints me as some abusive father and husband to everyone we know? She keeps telling me that I'm a dick for threatening divorce. But how can I stay with someone who sees me as a villain? Yeah, sorry, okay, you're a dick for threatening divorce. Cool. You're a dick for threatening, for seeing me as an abuser. We're both dicks here. Enjoy. The most I've done is take away my kids' phones or ground them when they do something really bad. And I can probably count the times I've done that on one hand because both my son and daughter are good kids. Good kids, guys. She sounds like someone that has lived a very sheltered life and overreacts to the mildest things, most likely as a means to get attention. I feel like her life is more complex than it is. But the thing is, it's been fine for 20 years. He's not talking about she's always been this way or she's always liked attention. It seems like she just started this 4 months ago. It was like, boom. And she's 41. Think about that. That's another clue. Guys, don't cheat and look for the post, okay? And read the comments. I want you to make your own comments. Unless you are actual posters. Right. Edit. Okay, so he's now read all the comments, guys. Maybe she should watch a true crime documentary to spare her mind of her innocence. No, actually, heinous. That the thing is, that might make her more paranoid because she's going to think that she has one of the criminals in her house. You repeat, hormones. Exactly. That's what it's lovely, crazy stories. I don't know if they're true. Some of them must be true. So it's possible. Okay, so I'll read the bit where he talks about he's read the comments so that you guys can. He refers to what comments there have been made. But so we've had comments of hormones. Yeah, there is he needs a lawyer. There's lots of agreement that this could be just the wife not being happy with the marriage and doing something. So my immediate thing with this, acting like he's an abuser, is like she's trying to create some sort of narrative for the divorce to get custody of the kids. That was my immediate alone reaction, was like, okay. But yes, it is a bit weird that she did this so suddenly. But I blame the woman. Well, we can blame her. She's the one that's doing the behavior. So, yeah, there are many explanations for why she could be behaving this way. There is, she started the marriage, wants to get out of the marriage, wants to try and turn her husband into some sort of abuser, and or like increase fear in her family so that she can get the kids. That's the worst case scenario, I would say. Pretty much the most evil case scenario. Because she's got another man even, right? So there's that. There's the hormones. She is at the age that you might start going through the change as a woman. And that is a crazy time. It's like a second kind of freaking puberty. You lose your mind. You can even have a UTI. You can have recurrent UTIs, urinary tract infections, that can make you crazy. Or it's a brain tumor, or it's schizophrenic. I think he needs to get this woman to a doctor. Okay, even if it is her trying to build up a case and build a narrative to get her kids from him, I think it's good to have a paper trail of having gone for medical advice. I know that we could easily write a narrative that, look, he forced her to go to the doctors because he was abusive, and I can hear this true crime story in my head, but yeah, he has this plausible deniability. This deniability, not even plausible deniability, it's proper deniability by saying, look, trying to help her, because this could be a problem with her mentally, schizophrenic, hormonal, things like that could cause this paranoia. So even if she's faking it, we go and we check her out, we check that it's not real, okay? Then we can attack whether she is being a slimy little bitch. Let's figure out whether it's her brain or if it's her personality. So let's do that, and then you get the audit trail, essentially, of having put her into care. But the thing is, she is refusing. He's saying, look, I'll divorce you if you don't get help, and she does want to get help. So you figure out how to get her help. There are ways of getting people admitted, on like without their without their consent, because it's for their own good. But yeah, I watch true crime all the time and see the goriest image I can find on Wikipedia, and also I used to post on Reddit, but not anymore. Same, I also used to go get blood tests and change the diets. Yeah, just go to the doctor though. She doesn't want to. She's not doing that. But the first 20 years are busy with raising the children. Now it's got a calm period. So that's another thing. This transition of the children being more independent, that might be something that triggers some psychological problem with her. Do they own a cat? We are not sure. But the cat, if this was cat-induced psychosis, it would be about the cat, of course. Schizophrenia doesn't usually show up so late in life. Apparently, with women, it's about 40 is the latest. The Lord be with Gordon during that scary time in the distinction. So he can get me committed easy, man. So the most I've done is take away my kids or ground them. So anyway, so here's his edits. He's now read the comments. So the comments basically said the same thing as you guys have said, and there's been more people that are like, listen, it could be. There was somebody who shared a whole freaking like Reddit All-Stars thing where a husband was convinced that his wife was pregnant, and he would not let up that she is pregnant. She's like, no, I'm not. He had this delusion about her being pregnant, and it actually turned out to be a brain tumor that was causing all of this paranoia and whatever. So that's what people thought of in the comments. They brought that up. So there's the medical thing, as I said, and then there were people talking about schizophrenia timeliness. The reason I am aware of it is from what's written in the in the comments, and also did abnormal psychology as part of my psychology degree in my ladies science. I did ladies science, guys. What's up, results? I'm glad the voices in my head are sane. I don't know. Do they argue? Yeah, I've had a hard time believing she's Machiavellian enough to be planning a divorce narrative years in advance. Why years? Could be right now. But anyway, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to believe that. And you want to rule out the innocent sort of explanation of it's her health, especially because that's more serious than just being a bitch. So, yeah. This is what he said. Sorry. Let's just hydrate. I'm educated. Yeah, I try and hide my educatedness, guys. Really, I'm just I'm so intelligent. I just hide my power level when it comes to that. So I've read all the comments and thank you for all the suggestions. I've taken everyone's advice and messaged her parents asking if we can talk tomorrow. So he's bringing the parents in. Very good. He's a good guy. I think you do. That's what parents are for as well. Okay, guys, we don't just all have to go no contact with parents once we grow up. Okay, I'm not naive, but this has to be something medical. So I would want it to be medical. I would be very worried it's not medical, but it has to be something medical. I don't think she's plotting against me, is cheating, or anything like that. I tried getting her to go to therapy, doctors, and just to talk to me. She refuses, and there isn't much I can do about that. And seeing that she is normal outside of this, involuntary commitment didn't cross my mind until now. Oh, goodness. Everyone knows psychology isn't a science. Well, they'll really try. They really try to make it. They try to act like it is. Study finds. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, but we're still humans and we're still complex. And as far as I'm aware, there's no other changes in her life. No new friends, no one new at work, no new interests, hobbies, or responsibilities. So that he's like covering this. I don't think she's having an affair, right? And for everyone who's worried that she's trying to paint me as a bad guy in court because she wants to leave me, she isn't stupid. She knows that won't work, and it'll do her more harm considering my kids are teens who are also confused by her behavior. So I put the by her behavior in there. These things can go very badly. Okay, it can be. There also isn't any new behaviors like hiding her phone and suddenly being interested in her image, which is it's a sign that she's got new lover on the cards. We are also well off. Well, she goes on girls' nights, brunch, movies, and many vacations with her friends. It's not, I mean, you can do that. That's fine. That's not a sign of infidelity, but it's a place where infidelity can happen. Okay, it's not like she's either at work or taking care of the house, which she doesn't need to do anyways. We split everything between the four of us, apart from cooking, which is mainly on me since I like doing it. Okay, so he even cooks for her, guys. Why do some girls play mind games? Because it's their only weapon. That's not their only weapon. It's the weapon that their weapon of choice. They can't help it. They just can't help but be that way. And they think they're right. They think that they're absolutely justified in the way that they are acting, which is wild. And no, I don't plan on leaving her. Okay. I just don't know how else to get her to think about going to a professional. So the threat was to really show her how what's her name? How, what do you even call it? Like how serious this is. Her refusal is honestly strange. We live in the UK and have free healthcare. She always used to go to the GP as soon as the smallest issues pop up, so I can't understand why she's so against it. So I'm ready for an update, man. Like I need to know. I need to know if it's affair or hormones or what do you call it? Just perimenopause, schizophrenia. Oh, you can start a new family rule that everyone gets a yearly medical checkup, a family trip to the doctor. Yeah, why not? It could get bad. Yes, my husband. I did really win. I've won the game. I have won the game. While my husband makes big, it's for real. I will not deny that. Hanging out with other women, that's a clear vector of crazy contagion. Some people did in the comments actually ask that, like, who has she been with on social? It seems like somebody was trying to say, like, has any wokeness infected her that she starts thinking that her husband is inherently violent? But I don't think that that's a part of it. I think she is. This fundamentally, it's just so out of the blue, and it's just so stupid. Like to start a narrative of, oh, there's abuse. But anyway, some other people have also advised him to put cameras in the house so that if she does come with allegations, there can be proof against it. I'm not against that at all. Like, I wouldn't obviously be asking to put cameras in my bedrooms and things like that. Just have something recording to show that he is not abusive, just to cover your ass that way. And also, it might happen. It might actually be. She might need that sort of thing to show that she actually does have a delusion. She doesn't realize that she has a delusion. It's weird. So yeah, we don't know what's happening. Is he the asshole, guys? It doesn't need to be woke, it just needs to trigger, must compete with other women, bits in her head combined with menopause. Oh, my life, some people did say that in the comments as well, that she's trying to make her life more complicated, and I guess that would go in with your idea there, Jay, of she's, what do you call it, she's trying to make her life, she's trying to compete with her other dramatic friends. She may need a bit of the old Sean Connery. No, she doesn't, Jay. No, she does not. Because that will make her even worse. Because she believes this is what her husband's about. So, is she the asshole? Is he the asshole? I think he's not the asshole. I understand what he means by saying we're heading for divorce if you don't go for help. At first I was like, you don't give ultimatums in a relationship. That's not fair. But it's kind of like, it's a way, he has shown that it's about making sure that she understands the gravity of the situation. And it seems like she's so out of it. We don't know her side of the story. My camera, stop. My camera freezes at the best of times. Okay, they need to go to couples therapy so that that therapist can sit them down and ask him, how did he cause this by neglecting her needs? Yes. Good guy. Yes, how is it his part? Oh, come on now. Come on. Get your shit together. Get your shit together. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. What a great screenshot, guys. If you got a screenshot, do send it to me or put it in the Discord so that I can make a my camera has a good sense of humor, so I can make an emote out of it. Okay, guys, capture them. We can have some great emotes. We can give them to Zach. He can change my emotes because he's got there's an emote there. I think I am going like, I'm also making a funny face, but that was a good one. Okay, so I think he's not the asshole. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go on to the next one. Which one do you guys want? The plain one? Okay, so the plain one, I think it's a hypothetical. So am I the asshole is a story that's happened, but will I be the asshole is like asking for advice. Should I do this? Right? Obviously. So the reason I chose this, it could be absolutely nothing, but the reason I chose this is the title is wild. Why will I be the asshole if I told my father what my mom was doing on the plane? What comes to mind? Okay, I checked the guy's profile for an update, but this was 2 days ago. 6 days ago. Hold up. Throwaway. Trust me, I would like to also hear his side. Obviously, I can never be 100% sure, so this is all of his replies. But both her and her sister have really good relationship with their parents and often talk about all the good times in the yard. There's nothing that he posts. Nothing new. It was 6 days ago. So I see that on Reddit you can say update me. You write the update me and it kind of that's it. Okay. Cam freeze pick sent. Thanks, Creamage. He's on watch. Okay. Don't you even read it? No, I don't. I used to, but I don't know this update me thing. I've only just realized that people do that now. That you can write update me and something happens. Okay. We'll have to check it next Friday. Yeah, exactly. So she was blowing the pilot. Any other estimations for what this wife was doing? Was she watching porn? Was she sexting her lover and her mom, her daughter saw it? She, I don't know, she was taking, she had a vibrator and she went to the bathroom, gooning on the toilet. Yeah, that was something that crossed my mind. That is. Okay, so everyone else went the dirty way. We're like, yeah, there's something weird about that, but yeah. So let's see what this actually is about, guys. Will I be the arsehole if I told my father what my mom was doing on the plane? So I, 26 female, recently traveled with my fiance, 27 male, to visit my family in a different state. We met up with my parents, male and female, mid to late 50s, and we're seated behind them on the airplane. Okay, so they were behind. Okay, drugs is old reliable. Look, there's an Axel. Hello, baby. You don't come and say hello. Are you jealous of Purple Cat? Guys, look how luxurious this Ixie fur is. Oh, he just showed you his butt. Okay, anyway, so she is sitting behind her parents, so she's gonna see what her mom was doing on her screen while her dad was asleep. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know what was happening. Okay. So, was she sneaking some plastic particles? Arty supporters. Okay, so only felines? Yes, only pause. So, relevant backstory. My parents have been married for about 28 years and were previously quite devoted to a high demand religion. Okay, so this might be something to do with, like, she was reading some anti-religion thing, or it's not actually gooning, but it's gooning in the eyes of the Lord kind of thing. So, like, in the eyes of their religion, it's pretty bad. Okay, that's what we all went the dirty route with this, right? Okay, so my mother recently left said high demand religion. However, my father continues to keep the faith and prays his wife and children will one day return to the path of God. Okay, so but they're still in the family though. That's cool. They're still together. Okay. While taxiing out to take the flight, my fiance unfortunately got to watch my mother take various cleavage selfies on Snapchat prior to sending her selected boob shots to 4 users. Mom! No! Naughty! Oh my goodness, so she took... But the fiance saw it as well. She didn't see it. Did he get one of the boob shots? Is that how he knows? Wow. Okay. Unfortunately. You know, it just happened, Paffy. Unfortunately, it just happened. Okay, so while she's taxing, yeah, my fiance unfortunately got to watch my mother take various cleavage selfies on a Snapchat prior to sending her selected boob shots. So she took a couple. Okay, and then she went through them and she looked for the best one, the best angle of her boobs, and she sent it to 4 people. Sorry, 4. She then proceeded to open her messages to them, which contained promiscuous photography, further exposing my fiance to my mother's undressed form. All right. Don't be so judgmental. We haven't seen mom yet. It's not about how good she looks. Okay, 144. It's not how good she looks. It's she's doing that to her husband. No. She's hooring. You don't hoor. No, sorry. Divorce. Then go and throw your boobs around at the age of 50. That's the worst nightmares possible. Yeah, and I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be the worst nightmare because it could be okay because the wife, the mother-in-law is hot. Like, it's not bad, it's not bad looking, but then it's still disturbing because it's like that's my mom-in-law. Like, it's a very weird, awkward boner situation, you know. So So I just love the way this woman writes, because further exposing my fiance to my mother's undressed form. So anyway, he sees this. He's seen it. She didn't see it though. Sexting is fine as long as you're sexting your significant other. Yeah, but her significant other is her husband. Okay, but she's turned others into significant others. Okay, so later in the day, once we had gotten our rental car, I was sat behind her and had the joy. So she stopped sitting behind your parents. Okay, so later in the day, once we had gotten our rental car, I was sat behind her and had the joy of watching her message several different individuals in the reflection of the phone on the glass, some of which were named pseudonyms like Bruce Wayne. Is mom getting catfished? Mommy, be careful of these boys. Okay, Bruce Wayne. She used several apps with different passcodes to maintain security. You tell on her. You tell on that bitch. Jesus. So, will I be the arsehole if I tell my dad straight up that my mom, his wife of 20-something years, was sending her tatas to 4 other people? Do I call out my mom and tell her to tell him? I think that's the best thing to do, okay? Call out the mom and tell her. Like, listen, if you don't tell him, I will tell him. You have the opportunity to do the telling. Otherwise, I'm telling, because I'm not keeping this secret for you. No. Sorry, you are being unfaithful. When you're unfaithful to my father, you're also being unfaithful to the family. You are breaking promises that I am actually even part of. So, no. Here is your decision. The only thing that you get is dignity in being the one to tell him. That's what I would say. And I think that's been my point for people, like when people go, oh, I found out my friend is cheating on her husband. And they're like, what do I do? Am I the arsehole if I tell the husband? You definitely don't immediately run to the husband, but you help your friend to get to the point where they tell their husband. Because I'm not going to be that person keeping that. I don't want to keep that secret for them. I think we should rate the badonkadonks. Yeah, like, I think some people would have put that in there. Pixar, it didn't happen. We don't do adultery here. We don't. So, so do I call out my mom and tell her to tell him? Okay, I know this is a lose-lose situation, but any notes for a 26-year-old who has got to tell someone their mother is sending their titties all about town would be appreciated. Oh, poor girl. First, you talk to your girlfriend about it. Well, you talk to her. Yes, you talk to the person that is being unfaithful first, and say you have to tell them, because you're making me complicit. I'm sorry. I didn't try to find out this information. It just happened. It was in front of me. Now I know you got caught by me. So, not the arsehole. She was most definitely cheating on your father. Duh, we know this. It's not so much that she's not cheating on the father. It's about whether you reveal it, right? It is his right to know. And if you know about it, it may be your responsibility to tell him. Yeah, but I think the best way to go about it is you speak to her first. Give her the opportunity to do the thing. I don't know if there are any assholes here, but you got to be really skilled to read text from a foe's reflection in curved glass. Okay, so extra doubt guy over here. This has to be fake. The moral conundrum, the moral question is still here, though. The moral question of are you the arsehole for telling somebody they are being betrayed by somebody else? He has every right to know. It's his decision to decide whether he wants to be with someone who seeks attention the way your mother does. I think you should have asked your mother immediately. You may not know everything about their marriage. Yeah, maybe it's an open relationship. You don't know. But either way, then even if you tell the father and then he's like, yeah, oh, that's horrible. But actually, I send private pictures to other people, and it's part of our relationship. Maybe it's part of the cult. You never know. I think you should have asked your mother immediately. You may not know everything about their marriage. They could have an open marriage. To be IS, I don't know, might be permissible in the marriage. Oh, okay. Talk to your mother first, then definitely tell your father afterwards. Yeah, it's a no-brainer in that way. I've been catfished a few times in my day. I fell in love with an Indian man who really wanted my credit card and a picture of my genitals. You still think of Raj to this day? Oh, I'm so sorry, Paffy. Valentine's Day must be really tough for you. It's the holidays as well. You decide with the girlfriend what to do and decide if you want to marry into this. Oh, that's another thing. I think it's fine. The husband doesn't have to. I don't think it's a huge reflection on just because his mom's a hooer, she's going to be a hooer. I don't think so. Okay. I say tell your mom. She has a week or so. Pick a time to tell your dad. Or you and fiance tell him, hey, don't bring the fiance into this. Let him just chill out. No, this is you and mom. Okay? I see no context here to suggest he deserves this. Okay, so if he deserved it, then she would be fine. Be mindful, will likely blow up in your face, but not the asshole. She knows that. I think she's great. She's like, listen, it's a no-win situation. It's cuck. It's shit. That's the point. But any advice possible, and it's like, yeah, we agree. Tell your mom first. Okay? Never tell them. Oh, this person here says, never tell someone, tell them or I will with a time limit, because it gives them time to get rid of evidence and turn the situation on you to the victim. I don't know. Yeah, okay, with a time limit, it's like, what, you tell them today? Yeah. Evidence. I think, yes, they can gaslight the person into saying she lied about the evidence that she saw. But honey, why would I lie about my mother cheating on my father? How does that benefit me? Like, if he believes mom, when mom says daughter is lying, she's gaslighting, she's looking for attention. If he believes her, then you know what, fine. Whatever, you did your part. Let them be. So, yeah, will not be the asshole. If the prospect of them continuing their marriage with this infidelity is eating away at you, that would also. Then I do think you should step in, but it is worth considering if you actually care about your dad here or you just want her to stop. Yeah, that is another option, is going to her and saying, I know, stop right now. That's it. If I see anything else like this again, then we're proper. Then we're I like speak to her about it. You're looking for validation outside of the marriage, whatever. You're both women now. You're both fully grown women. You can speak about these things. So maybe you say to her, okay, fine, I won't tell dad, but you need to stop. Okay, you need to stop doing this. You can even divorce him and not tell him, and I won't tell him this thing. But the point is, you need to make the decision now to stop being adulterous. Just don't do it. Like, I think that's true. If you do not want to end their marriage, I think it would be best if you tell her she has to come clean rather than you telling your dad on her behalf, with the threat being that you will tell him if she refuses to. If you want their marriage to continue, but you want your mother to stop, you'll probably have to tell her that you would tell your dad, but will keep quiet under the condition she stops. Yeah, that is another option. You would do nothing. You wouldn't say anything, heinous. You wouldn't say anything. Like, it would kill me if I knew and then I didn't confront my parent either way. And then the other parent, the person who's been cheated on, comes and says, I found this. And then I have to now pretend that I've not seen anything like that before. Like, yeah, that would really break me. So, yeah, I would ask her to stop. Maybe you can give her a bit of grace because of just she brought the context in of the whole religion thing. So I don't know, maybe she thinks she's like having a bit of a rebellious moment. You're cynical and Machiavellian. Yes, I think that is reflected in your username. So yeah, there you are. She's not allowed on the internet anymore. She only gets a text and a voice phone. Yeah, exactly. No more pictures of boobies, Mom. I would tell my sister and have her deal with it. This is woman's work. Well, she's a woman. It's fine. OP is a woman. Other person wants to bring the freaking fiance in. So guys, it wasn't blowing the captain, but it was sex related. We were right about this. Banger story. Okay, so I want to do one. So there's I am out of arsehole for not wanting dad to walk me down the aisle, even though he helped pay for my wedding. That's a female one. So let's go to another one that is from a man, it seems like, or at least a lesbian with a girlfriend, right? So is she a cult member sending pics to her cult leader for him to goon to? Maybe she says that. You never know. She sent, have the captain come back and talk to her. The captain was one of the 4 people she was sending messages to. And not only is she cheating on her husband, she's cheating on all 4 of her floocies. So she's got many rods in the water. Okay, so lines in the water. Okay. Ita, am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend for using ChatGPT? That sounds ridiculous, right? Slide a pic of a gaming rig across the table to your mom. That woman is now ranked on top 10. Okay, so this one caught my attention because I'm like, what's wrong with using ChatGPT? What would make someone break up with someone for using ChatGPT? Would it be like using ChatGPT against me to say ChatGPT says that you're being an asshole and ChatGPT agrees with me that you are not validating my, like, using it for that, like, sort of psychological manipulation? I suppose that is something that you break up with someone for, right? That's it. But I can't imagine anything else, really. Like, is she getting stupid? Anyway, let's read the story, but that's what came to mind. I was like, this seems to be someone that might be, maybe she's cheating on her. Or she's cheating on him with ChatGPT. Okay. Maybe someone is just using ChatGPT to have a conversation with, and not with him. So she's talking to ChatGPT and not him. Okay, so to make this short, of course, now this is a real man because he just has 1 paragraph. So to make this short, we had been together for 6 years and I haven't been happy for a lot of them. Oof. And I've told her this many times. Oof. Okay. We built a house. I know. Nothing is in her name. Well, I have been pretty much paying for everything, taxes, mortgage. She's not on those, so I get it, they are mine. But utilities, groceries, bought her another vehicle, often fill her vehicle with gas. She might send me, see, this is the thing, it's your girlfriend. Like, she's your girlfriend, she's not your wife. There's no responsibility really in there. That's like, you guys, anyway. She might send me money once a month to repay me, but honestly, it's minuscule. Well, she is constantly going for massages, facials, other skin work, and her other random stuff too. Well, I brought up how it's not fair that she gets to go and do all this stuff for herself, but always never has money to help with the house or living. I sent a detailed text saying what I was feeling and going through everything. Okay, so he texts her to explain himself. Another thing, just the way we are these days, where we do communicate now. We have our very serious discussions with our partners through writing text, but it does help. Like this, sometimes people will be like, oh, write a letter or whatever. It's the same thing as writing a letter. It helps you to articulate yourself when you write a message, right? You make sure that you've got all your points, you reread it. It is pretty good. It's a good starter for a conversation, but we are not going to break up over text when we have been together 6 years and we live with each other. So bringing it up, okay, fine. It's not the end of the world. So he obviously, now I'm getting what's gonna happen. He sends her a whole thing about his feelings, written by him, and then she put it into ChatGPT and said, respond to this, and you could see ChatGPT all over it. This is not CatGPT, guys. It is, I don't know. I can't find something funny, but it's not CatGPT. So she does start. Well, it turns out she just plugged my text into chat and asked for a response. So maybe she's using WhatsApp, which has Meta AI on it. Let me Hi, can you respond to this? When I found out, I basically lost it and told her to get her things and get out now. My reasoning after 6 years, you don't care at all about me, our relationship, anything, enough to take 2 minutes and apply a little effort and actually respond yourself. Feeling bad, and I think I overreacted, but I don't know. Did I? Sounds like he doesn't want to be with her in the first place, so it doesn't really matter. This is a build-up. 6 years, he hasn't been happy. He's not happy with her commitments, her contributions. She's not contributing to him at all. But then she goes and uses all her money on herself. It's just he doesn't see. He already started. His whole story started with, I haven't been happy for a lot of them. Like, that's a big deal. Okay. So it seems like he stuck around with her just because she was the one around. So she just used ChatGPT. I think it's just like the last straw in this. So I don't know, if it was a different sort of situation, I would say he's the arsehole, he's overreacting. I think maybe if somebody does want to call him an arsehole, it would be because he texted her in the first place. But the point is, she's even worse because she replied with ChatGPT. Okay, maybe we'll have some AI stands over here that are like, no, AI helped her and whatever. It was her response, but just filtered through AI, and AI helps her. Not the arsehole. She will find out that a landlord won't accept ChatGPT for rent either. Very quick response there. Nah, in my opinion, not the arsehole. Take it as a learning lesson and don't look back. Seems like she's clearly just in this relationship with the money. Seems like it. Good on you for making sure stuff was in your name. Yeah, at least. She used you for money. You paid the bills while she lived a life of luxury. Get rid of the greedy witch. Then go treat yourself to facials, massages, and nails. Yes, you have the money for it now. Not asshole. From your post info, no, you didn't overreact. You were pulling most of the load and there wasn't any reciprocity. Not for her not giving you a thought out response, just highlighted her sustained lack of care and effort. Yeah, it's just the highlight. It's the cherry on top. How mad will the GF be if he goes out with the sister instead? I'm sure I've seen an Am I the Asshole story that involves that. That's a common trope. Not the arsehole. Stand your ground and don't take her back because she's shown her true colors. Yes. Everybody's saying not the asshole. Not the asshole. Not overreacting. Not overreacting. Took you a long time to find out. Not the arsehole. I don't think anyone thinks he's the arsehole. Yeah. She obviously knew that she spent her money on her and you spent money on living around. Yeah, so just everybody. Oh, advanced. The only thing that I've seen here, somebody just said, ChatGPT thing is insignificant. The other issues are more concerning. I think it's, again, I suppose, yes, that's what makes the ChatGPT thing just even more of an ass. Oh, we've got one. Oh, you're the asshole for treating her, for letting you treat her like this. I mean, I'm kidding, but come on, dude. You are her ATM, not her partner. Sounds like she didn't care. Wow, she's heartless. Yeah, okay. So, bro has friends online. Yeah, but the ChatGPT thing doesn't really have anything to do with it. They just should have broken up before anyway. Also, OP's lying somewhere to make himself look good, but where? He pays all the bills and stuff. And maybe he's in those 6 years they never actually discussed responsibilities, and there was actually an expectation that he's going to take the brunt of the expenses, and he never actually addressed the expenses thing before. That's a problem. Fun random fact: I commented on Candace O's most recent Twitter post calling it dumb. Now I'm on a list of co-conspiracists. Frost, why wasn't it that we're going to be what was it? It was like there's people in South Africa. I think we're making jokes about that as well. That we're gonna do it. Okay, so I'm breaking up with so the ChatGPT one turned out to be fun. Okay. the hanging up on my mother-in-law doesn't seem as cool. I'll read this one about the woman, right? So many. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this one is about, am I the asshole for not wanting dad to walk me down the aisle even though he helped pay for my wedding? Okay, so we're gonna do that one, and then we'll scroll the whole Reddit, and we'll if you guys I'll read out some things, and then you guys let me know if you want me to read them. Okay. My 25 female dad. My 25, she's 25 and female, sorry. Dad was always absent from my life. He's really successful and busy lawyer, and he owns one of the most successful and well-known law offices in our country, and once was even the highest judge in our country. He didn't really have much free time, but that never stopped him from being there for my two brothers. Sure, he'd always tell me he loves me and would get me gifts for my birthday and Christmas, but I never really had a father-daughter relationship with him, and I doubt he'd know anything about me and what I like or am into. Instead, I had this fatherly relationship with his dad, my grandpa. I love him so much, and he's thankfully still very alive and very healthy even at 93. He still hugs me and kisses me on the cheek every time we see each other. Okay, so it's sounding like she wants to have her grandfather walk her down the aisle, right? He's healthy, he still hugs and kisses her, and he is her father figure. I don't think this is a thing of she's just being a bit of a dick to her dad. No, she's closer. This is her father figure. And also, this is a 93-year-old man. That's another thing. You have this extra respect to this other fatherly figure. It's grandfather. I think if that is, I don't think that's an asshole. Yes, he did help to pay for the wedding, but you don't get to pay your way into being my father. Like, you don't just, oh, here's a fine and there you go. Especially, it seems like he had time for the sons but not the daughter. That's weird. And weird as in, like, it's unhappy. It's something that makes me unhappy. That's sad. So I have been with my fiance for 5 years now, since we were both 20 and we met in college. He's the absolute love of my life. He makes me feel like the most important person in the entire world. My family loves him, and his love me. His family loves her as well, especially his mom. She's the total opposite of the nightmare mother-in-law everyone talks about. She's so lovely and sweet to me, and I love her. I also have a mother-in-law I love. We are getting married next week. My dad and father-in-law are splitting the costs 50-50. Usually the bride's family pays, but since this is the first wedding in their family, his dad wants to chip in. Neither of us has to pay anything except my own wedding dress and his suit. That's lovely. That's beautiful. Okay. Last night I was home with my family and everyone was there, and I said I wanted my grandpa to walk me down the aisle. I think that's fine. I think that really is fine. Just say that you want your grandpa to do that. My dad looked really hurt, but didn't say anything. That's good. Until everyone left. He asked me why, and I told him because I genuinely don't think he really cared about me as a daughter. Poof, so she used this moment to go, oh, she's telling him for real. He said that he loves me more than anything and would give up his life for me without hesitation, and he actually started getting teary-eyed. Ooh, okay, but is he a manipulative guy? Is this part of a pattern? I would just have both of them walk down the aisle with both grandpa and dad then. But if you really don't feel connected to your dad, it's weird. I can't imagine just, I just had this wave of emotion just thinking of my dad taking me down the aisle. It's I can't imagine not being close enough to my dad for him to take me down, to walk me down the aisle. Okay, he said that he loves me more than anything and would give up his life for me without hesitation, and he actually started getting teary-eyed. I told him I'm sorry for hurting him, but that I already promised grandpa. He said he understood and went away. Okay. Now I'm confused as to what I should do. Should I just have my grandpa walk me down, or my dad? I really didn't think he really cared like that about me before now. Am I the asshole here? Edit. Okay, so I've decided to ask them both. Good girl, good girl. Then both walk me down the aisle. I'm sitting with my dad right now, and I just told them, and he absolutely loved it and gave me the biggest bear hug. Thanks for everyone who suggested it. Yes, do it both. Okay. She didn't starve or want for anything. She absolutely didn't. She said he was very successful. He was the top judge in there. And you know what? If he is trying to be, and he's telling her he loves her, and he's trying to be her dad now, and repair that relationship, like, if you asked me when I was 15 whether my sister would be the maid of honor at my wedding, I'd be like, GTFO, my sister is not close enough to me for that. But we grew up and our relationship changed. You can give your father grace, especially if he's asking for it and he's not being an asshole to you now. I think that works. It works nicely that it's both of them. That is sweet. I do think it's sweet. It really is. It works. And she also told him what she feels. She also got to tell him what she feels about their relationship. Like she felt like he wasn't there for her or whatever, or he wasn't present. She also can't untell him that he was a shit dad. Yeah, she can't, but they can work on it though. They can work on it, Zax, and he's very happy that she's now said, I'll bring you both down the aisle. Also, she gets to honor her own feelings by bringing her grandfather down the aisle as well. That this is my father figure and this is my father. I think that works out really well. So, but yeah, just the idea of thinking of your dad as not having a shit father. Just the idea of having a shit father does not compute for me, and it makes me very sad to think of that. It just because I love my dad so much. So it's okay, right. Let's read the what's the name? That's the user. Sorry, let's go here. Okay. So, no, that's still a user thing. Let's go to the full Am I the Asshole? Oopsie. Oh! Okay. Am I the asshole for not wanting to work past... I'm going to read some titles and let's see who wants to... whether any of you are interested in them. Kitty about to call her dad an ugly cry. I've done that so many times. I've just phoned my dad up and then I'm crying and he's like, what happened, what's right? And I'm just like, I love you. Like, relax. And he's like, I love you, I miss you. I do that to both my parents, and then if I do that to my mother, she'll cry. So you phone dad and dad at least won't cry. He'll just smile. Okay, so we've got not wanting to work. Am I the asshole for not wanting to work past my husband's addiction to porn and AI chatbots? Okay. I don't know if I want to read that one. Then, am I the asshole for lashing out at my girlfriend for befriending her homophobic friend that caused our breakup? Okay, I don't think we need to get into that. Saying my full sister is only my sibling when I technically have half siblings. That's not an asshole thing to do. For leaving my children's step siblings in the care of their babysitter when my ex and his wife were in an accident. Huh? The dating game makes me feel like I'm back in middle school. If I call out someone on social media that owes me money. Okay. Any of these ringing a bell for you guys? Am I the asshole for refusing to back down? You see, that doesn't make sense. Okay. I want a hook in your what's the name? In your story, in your title. Am I the asshole for not contacting my friends? Is this one of those, oh, well, they stopped contacting me, so... Am I the asshole for feeling like I get the leftovers? Oof. What? Am I the asshole for telling my wife that my living mom is more important than her dead dad? I thought he said living room. Sorry. That's why I said what? Okay. Sister physically assaulted me? My goodness. Ooh, am I the arsehole for dumping my friend before her wedding? Seeing as there is a you're going to take a nap? Enjoy. You're not the arsehole for taking a nap. Autistic adult son says, what's here? Not inviting my best friend to my birthday, refusing to be a cheap babysitter for my dad's girlfriend, refusing, not telling my family about my pregnancy. Wow. For walking out at my in-laws after father-in-law's rant about government employees. Oh no. Am I the arsehole for telling my roommate she needs to replace things she breaks after she broke something? Am I the arsehole for taking credit for someone's work? I don't know. That seems like a pretty easy thing. Okay. This is the one because nobody was interested. Okay. Am I the arsehole for taking credit for someone else's work? That's usually a clear-cut arsehole. I'm just going to quickly scan. Not the arsehole. Not the arsehole. Okay. So let's see. My parents made a short movie some time ago, even though it was only 15 minutes long. This is weird. What is this, a troll post? Parents made a movie. The production was difficult, tiring, and financially costly for our family, but we managed to pull through. When the movie was finished, my parents were not satisfied with the end result and wanted to make some changes that the director and other crew members didn't agree with. In the end, the director, the stage designer, and the editor asked my parents not to include their names in the end credits if they wanted to publish the film. They had given up on the project and didn't think it would be successful. My parents did as they asked. My parents didn't give up the movie and kept trying to publish it for a long time. Now an international film festival has finally accepted it, which is a big deal for us. The only problem is that the festival requires the names of the production crew. My parents are planning to enter my name as the editor. This is going to be in some sort of expose at some point if the movie goes viral, the 15 minutes. My parents are planning to enter my name as the editor of the movie, but I don't feel right about it because it feels like taking credit for something I didn't do. Will I be the arsehole if I accepted this? For clarification, I've edited videos before, and while I didn't edit the movie itself, I did make a few teasers and short Instagram clips for it. I also helped a lot with the filming process. I even had a small role in the movie, but it ended up being cut. Families are weird. Yeah, that is. I don't know. Use pseudonyms? So it's not that necessary. They don't have to use his name, but they just, they want to bring him forward. Oh yes, I saw that. I saw that clip. Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande from Wicked Press Tour. So like, a fan kind of tries to touch Ariana Grande, and Erivo like pushes him off, and then people are like, oh my god, I'm so glad Erivo was there, it would have hurt, it's so good to help. It's like she's like the overprotective touchy boyfriend, and it's weird. Those two are just weird. They're just weird, Frostfang. They are just, that's the end of it. I don't know if they're in a relationship, just deal with it. I don't know if it's kind of like Stockholm syndrome for Ariana. I feel like Ariana is the one that doesn't want to be there. I feel like that. That's just this weird sense that I get, is that she's just been, I don't know, brainwashed. But they're in this weird, very, very close relationship, which I suppose started for a marketing ploy. Like, oh, they're great, they're besties. But it's like they're Holly weird now. They're very Holly weird. Yeah, clarification, I've edited the video. So is this person, we'll go and watch that video. We'll go and watch the clip now, Frostfang. You wouldn't be the arsehole if you refused. Yeah, taking full credit for work you didn't do isn't honest, even if your parents want to include you. It's fine to be credited for the parts you actually contributed, like the teasers, clips, or helping with filming, but claiming you edited the whole movie crosses the line. Yeah, that's quite a big deal. You can suggest listing your real contributors instead, so you're recognized without misrepresenting yourself. Yeah, you're accepting fraud. You know, you're being part of it. Not the arsehole, but your parents should consider adding the production crew because they still deserve said credit. No, if they've asked not to be named, that should be respected unless they explicitly change that decision. Someone made the changes that the editor disagreed with. This is who should be named. Yeah, that should be named. Yeah, that makes sense. There's another editor that did the thing. Do as you feel, we don't judge. Actually, it was their choice. You're young and need fame. There's always some agent of chaos on the internet. My goodness. Do they need individuals' names? Could it just be editing by XYZ editing company? I don't know anything. Okay, so he doesn't know. Yeah. I think he's probably the reason he's asking is because he feels a bit like an asshole. Okay. So let's go and watch a video, guys and gals. Let's actually, I will stop this. And we will watch a video. What is it? Cynthia and Ariana Grande. This is the pic, the clip. Prepare your ears. Oops. Right. Here we go. Cynthia Evero, and Evero, is it Evero? Either way, it's so weird because I somewhat think my name is Cynthia because a lot of people call me Cynthia, so it's weird when I hear Cynthia. Anyway, Cynthia protects Ariana Grande from fan attack. They're just weird with each other. They're just weird with each other. That's all I can say. Look, I think it's fine. I think it is fine to protect your friend. I was like that with my friends. Like when I went to concerts, I had friends that were even smaller than me, and I was very overprotective over them. But I don't think I was as weird with them otherwise. Like in terms of holding their hands and things like that. So yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be upset with them for loving each other. This is Hollywood, but they're very weird. They're like obsessed. That's the thing. They're obsessed with each other. And they seem like a folie à deux kind of thing. All right, guys, that's been Reddit stories for a while. I could do a quick reaction to the new Bearing video, but Bearing is a React video. He's made a React video, but I was very interested in this. The rise of digisexuals. There is a video here, so we could go over it. You guys enjoy a Bearing video, I'm sure. Okay, so and it's Bearing. Is it Bearing with? It's not Bearing with Sugar Tits. Okay. So have you seen the interviews of them? Yes, I have. They touch each other in weird ways. It's very strange. Let's actually see if there's somebody who's made a compilation of it. Ariana. Like literally, you write Ariana Grande and Cynthia comes in. Maybe it's Cynthia trying to get the fame from Ariana. Fans criticize their close bond. Okay. I don't want to listen to the commentary on this video though, because it seems like an AI voiceover. Here we go.
Tour and is speaking out after Ariana Grande was attacked in Singapore. Ariana is stepping out of the press tour in solidarity, especially after people have continued.
Like, when was Wicked? Wicked is over now, guys. What are you doing this press tour for? My goodness.
To criticize Cynthia. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
The Wicked Part 2 press tour has kicked off, and we've already had.
She's lost way too much weight. That's a problem. You're now looking old because you just don't have any flesh, honey. Stop it.
had some crazy moments between Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo.
Is there Wicked too? Oh God.
Right now they're trending, but for all the wrong reasons, because some people feel like their relationship is a little bit obsessive. Like, look at this clip.
It is. Like, did you see that? Like, she's being, like, I suppose she's having her, what's her name? Okay, there you go. Bye, troll. Okay, so, it's interesting, that she's getting, like, Ariana is getting touched there, okay, and it's very exciting, whatever, but she can pull her hand away if she wants. But here, Cynthia comes to get her.
Some people feel like their relationship is a little bit obsessive.
Stop.
Like, look at this clip where Cynthia wanted to lunge and help Ariana Grande open her water bottle that she was clearly struggling to open.
It was one of the
Oh my gosh, she's her little baby.
first things I really worked on when landing in London. And I
Yeah, look, you're in the spotlight. So people are gonna really be looking at the quirks of your relationship and things like that. So I understand that this could be nitpicky, but it's like it's just over and over again.
never danced that much, and it was some of the most fun I've ever had. And I really wanted to. And
It always seems like Ariana Grande needs a little bit of help with things, and Cynthia is right there.
No, that's anorexia now. Stop it now. Stop. What is wrong with you? No, Ariana. You had so much. Jeez, woman. This is not her. She's barely there. What is wrong with her? She's gonna walk out here like Eugenia just now.
One person said, I can't stand that she keeps tabs on everything that she's doing. This girl's unbearable. I don't understand why so many people seem to weirdly hate them. These two.
It's not hating. For me, it's not hating. It's just finding it strange. She looks like a skeleton. Yeah, she's such a cute, adorable person. There she looks okay, but it's because, we just still see a bit of her. It's the angle that she's at, but you can see she's just got nothing left on her bones.
Are so cute. I agree. Look at her being so sweet and ready to help. Y'all seem so afraid of super considerate and sensitive humans. I think it says a lot more about you than them when
No, we're looking at people that are like interdependent. It's very strange to observe.
you are all cruel. Listen, and what if Ariana is suffering from some degenerative disease that
Okay, so people are making headcanon here. Ariana is suffering from degenerative disease that only Cynthia knows about, and that's why she's like this and behaves like this. Okay.
only Cynthia knows about. And that's why she's like this and behaves like this. And here we are, bad-mouthing.
It's not a degenerative disease, honey. It's called an anorexia. It's called an eating disorder. And maybe you guys are kind of fueling each other. Or maybe she is very worried about Ariana because of her eating disorder. And yes, it is. It's compassion and all of that. But it's just weird, okay? That's it. That's all we're saying is it's weird. We don't hate you. You guys can love. And you know what? You guys can also be in love. You can be girlfriend to girlfriend. Nobody's gonna blink an eye at that, guys.
Poor woman. Let's take a look at another
Not
clip
in Hollywood.
where Cynthia is visibly shaken by Mark, this guy who was a part of the film, grabbing Ariana Grande's
Sloan, those can't be your real eyes.
wrist.
Today we get to do popular. Can you believe that we're doing
They're like, I don't get this. What? This is very strange. Weird. It's very weird. The fact that she grabs this person's arm to stop it. Like, no, you're taking her. You know what? That's another thing that people might be picking up on is like, that's actually a bit obsessive and a bit like she's mine. It's possessive. She doesn't have any agency in this weird relationship, and they've been working on this project together. Yeah.
It's gonna be so great. That joy he wanted to infuse in every frame.
Yeah, they are weird. It's just weird. Like so. Let me hold your arm to strengthen it. I suppose this is where the idea of the degenerative disease. Yes, her bones are going to break. So she's the only one who knows. So like Nosferatu over here is like, okay, it's fine. No, it is it's weird, and I'm with you, internet. It's weird.
Parodies the film with
Sloan, sorry. Yes, that's exactly it.
tears.
Yes, the internet. I saw this on Twitter. People share this all over the place. Whenever anyone's talking about this, they send this. Stop it, guys. Stop it.
Wait, I was like, wait, what is this sound effect? And who? That is evil.
Yes, it is. That's mean. That's
It
mean.
does not look like that. Whoever made this is evil. This person tweeted, okay, is Ariana Grande actually okay? She looks so confused and scared in this clip. What is going on here? Somebody said that Ariana looks like she's completely bewitched. Is anyone
Memory erasure? Are you saying that she's got no memory? What is that, Q? Is anyone else tired of seeing both of them? That's way too much media rounds for mediocre movie. Yeah, like listen, guys, it is. It's like actually, the thing is though, it's working for their movie because their weirdness keeps them in the public eye. It keeps them. You can speak to them. Like it works. They messed up her brain. Yeah.
else tired of seeing them?
Hollywood does that. Doesn't even need to do it with chemicals.
Oh, that's way too much media rounds for a mediocre move. Well, I haven't seen it yet, so I'll save my,
I think it did really, really well. So it's not really a mediocre movie, but just the hype. Yeah.
review of it for that. Somebody said, notice how Ariana was laughing until Cynthia grabbed her arm, and then she realized
Like a puppy.
that she had to act traumatized. Now I
Yeah.
think that Cynthia is just trying to be.
The other day I saw a clip of with this discussion about the two of them. It was a clip of Ariana. I think it wasn't Ariana. It was Cynthia being traumatized by the sound of a helicopter, as if it was Nam or something. So people were upset about that, but then they held each other in the interview because it's like, no, it's okay, go away, not a good time to the helicopter. But I'm somebody who speaks to cameras as if they're characters, and speaks to windows on. I speak to inanimate objects, so I can't judge.
Be helpful, and it seems like Ariana appreciates her help. In this clip, you guys can see that after the attack in Singapore, they were leaving the building, and Ariana Grande was actually struggling with her dress, and Cynthia stepped in to help her out.
That's fine, yeah, that helps out. But it's like they are really just, it's always her. It's always just Cynthia. But I suppose that's also because we're only going to see that sort of press. So this helps the movie. But again, we talk about how skinny she is, and everyone's worried.
There was another instance where Ariana Grande was trying to get onto stage, but her dress was too heavy for herself, and Cynthia,
Oh my goodness, that's an unhealthily thin person. My goodness.
towards the end, comes
You need my chocolates. I've got chocolates for you, Ariana. Come on over.
in to go and help her and escort her onto the stage.
Okay.
Ariana Grande is going through anything, I don't know. I don't think anybody really knows. Maybe Cynthia does know, but because these
It's just weird. Now she looks like she's begging for the role of gender bent Voldemort in the new HBO. I honestly, isn't she? No, she's not going to be Voldemort. She's going to be someone else. She is going to be in the Harry Potter.
two are so close, I think people are paying attention to every single detail, and it makes sense because last year there were so many crazy moments where we couldn't tell if their relationship seemed real or not.
Even through this press tour, something's bothering her. She's gonna fix something. I know. She's getting the fixing itch that Cynthia Erivo gets.
Okay, so it could have started off this way, that they, oh, you guys must be cutesy, and this is our strategy, our media strategy is that you guys are girls, besties, yay, and everybody will be your fans because of that. And then it kind of got dark, it got like twisted, and it got a bit codependent. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because the thing is,
biggest pinch me moment for each of you on the set? Was it the day you arrived on the set or some special moment that happened during the
I'm done with Hollywood. No, it's like, guys, I know it's a Slop Friday, but that Slop's too much for me. All I'll say about that is weird. Okay, maybe they should bring a third in. Just bring Rachel Zegler in and see what happens. But then she's gonna die as well of anorexia. Guys, it's not a joke. What's my tattoo of? I've got 2 tattoos. One is a dragon. Here's the dragon. And roses and a book character called Moraine. I keep thinking this is my camera. It's my microphone. And yeah, more patterns. It's all based on Wheel of Time. So it's the Wheel of Time books, not the show. Don't watch the show. That's it. They're going to eat each other. They should. You know, yeah, they got to eat something at some point. But I think Ariana won't be very nutritionally valuable at this point. All right. Anyway, guys, that's all that there is for today's Slop show. Am I the asshole for ending the stream? No, I'm not. Okay. It's been an hour and a half. The show looks bad. It is so bad, Frostfang. You know what? If you've read the books, it's bad. If you haven't read the books, it's mediocre. So, yeah. I don't know. Skin and bones, yeah. Skin and bones. I'm making she's skin and Ariana's bones. But anyway, guys, that's the end of it. You read the books. Nice, Davina. Good. Stay away from the show. It hurts. It breaks those. Although I've got friends that like both, which is just fair enough. You're weird. That's it. Guys, have a good weekend. I will be, maybe, depending on time, I may or may not be on Circle of Jerks on Saturday night for you guys in America. But yeah, that's basically the same. It's an extended thing where I'm jerking with everybody else. Okay, we're judging people on the internet, but I have like a team. I'm on the team of Zaxxas. So yeah, go in. Wait, I'll share the link when I jump on. And yeah, it's over on Zax's channel, Emperor Zax. You've probably already subscribed, right? Right? If there are things that you want me to cover next week, please do suggest them in the Discord. Okay, if you haven't joined the Discord, it's here. And what I mean by cover is we do a diagram. Yeah. Deputy Jerker. Yes. I'm Deputy Jerker. I'm the biggest of the jerks next to Zax. Okay, Zax's shoulders obviously outclass, but I'm here holding up nipples. Anyway, go. You don't get it. If you don't know, you don't know. But you should go and find out by looking at Zax's channel. Have a nice life, everybody. Have a good weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I'll see you next time, shall we? Heads